Hi all my beautiful sweet friends. Today's video I'm sharing with you how I do my eyebrows. I thought this would be a great video, especially for someone who is just an amateur, who just does their makeup on, for fun. I have very, very hooded eyes, and I'll explain that more in the video. So I will definitely be popping in pictures of some of my past brow mistakes and some brows that I really loved. A lot were mistakes. Sometimes my brows would turn out really big and I thought they looked beautiful, but they were very overbearing for my face. Now again, I have a very hooded lid, so I needed something to give me more of a lifted look. So I researched and looked up different brow shapes, and I just tried different ones here and there. The last brow that I had been wearing for a couple months, I really, really did love. And I wish I could have worn it more. I had very full, beautiful brows, but they just looked heavy on me. I already have a little bit of a bigger forehead, plus a heavier brow, and wearing glasses, a lot can go on right in this area. So I just took a chance one day and I shaved off the tail of my brow. I was really, really nervous. And I just reshaped my brows. Now I know brows, some people don't care about them, but most people understand that they can reshape your entire face. They can make you look so very different. As a matter of fact, the other day I went to my grandmother's house and she said, you look different. Like, what did you do differently? And I was like, why, do you hate it? She said, no, actually, I really like it. And I said, I did a little bit more of a lifted at the end of my brow. Now, I feel like this could work with people that are maybe like a little more mature or have a very heavy brow as far as like their lids. And I just wanted to share it with you, especially not being professional. I'm not a makeup artist. I just enjoy doing it for fun, and I enjoy sharing. I use very minimal products. The one is a little expensive, but you definitely can find dupes or use eyeshadow. I used eyeshadow for years on my brows. So if you're interested in seeing, definitely keep watching, subscribe. Don't miss out on anything that we have going on here. I do a lot of fashion related videos, lifestyle, just anything that pops into my head. There's not one thing that I particularly stick with. I like to share many things on my channels. For you guys. It's very important to me to share with other women, men, whoever would like to watch this. I just think it's very important to support each other and share. So if you're interested in staying around on my channel, definitely subscribe. And if you're interested in seeing how I do a more lifted brow, keep watching. Okay, you guys, so sorry the lighting's a little strange, but I am extremely nearsighted. I can't see anything, so I'm gonna have to be close to the mirror, but I would like to show you how I do my lifted brow look. I have extremely hooded eyes and I like a more lifted brow. I'll pop in a picture right here of what I used to do my brows. I just like to do different types of brows, but recently I've loved this more lifted look because I do have such hooded eyes. I am in no means ready to get Botox or anything crazy or extreme. Maybe closer to my birthday, it's something that I would have to definitely save for because it's quite expensive. But for right now, I kind of enjoy doing the more lifted brow look. So for foundation, I just did Too Faced Born This Way, and I mixed the Pro Glow from L'Oreal with it. Then I just do cream contour, which is the Fit Me Stick in Coconut. This is amazing for cream contour. I love it. It blends beautifully. And then I just do some all over bronzer. That's why I look really flat right now. I don't have any blush or eye stuff on. I'm going to take my glasses off so I can show you how I do my eyebrows. I used to use the pomade from ABH, but I feel like it is very, very harsh. Too harsh for me, and even this is a little harsh. I like a more bold brow, so I invested in the powder, which I am really happy with, and I got the color Granite. So it comes with this really nice cool tone taupe, and it almost looks black, but it isn't. It's definitely more of a cool tone, very, very dark brown. My eyebrows are very, very dark. And then I just use from Eco Tools this double-ended brush. It is not an eyebrow brush. I think it's an eyeliner brush. It is dirty, it's yucky, but it's like that perfect brush to do it with. Everyone has that one crusty brush that they just can't get rid of, and that's it. I've tried so many eyebrow brushes, and I just constantly go back to that one. I do wash it, but it's better when it's dirty, if anyone knows what I mean. And then this is my favorite tool. It's the Brow Stylist Definer from L'Oreal, and I use it in brunette. I buy these in bulk on Amazon, so I never run out. These are amazing. And then what I do is I start by shaving off the tails of my brows. I did it one day because I was tired of looking kind of like very hooded and droopy in my eyes, so I just took the plunge and shaved off half my eyebrow, and I did not regret it. It looks funny when I don't wear makeup, but that's okay. So I shaved off half my eyebrow. Here, let me take off my glasses. I shaved off half my eyebrow, and then I just combed them out really good. That's how I start. I start by combing them out really well. And as you can see, I'm missing quite a bit of an eyebrow. Let me see if I can put you more in at an angle so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Now I have very, my eyes are not symmetric. My face isn't symmetric. I don't think anybody's really is. I don't really care that much. So then I go in and I just dip into the two colors lightly. I tap it off and then I just begin. So I start with this brow usually because it's, so I'll usually start with my, so I usually start with my right brow just because it's easiest, and I just start by slowly just making an outline of what I want this day. Now, instead of going in a curve, I go straight out. I will clean it up so I'm not too worried about it looking messy. It's kind of really hard for me to see without being like this to the to the mirror. So then I go in up top and I just match what I did with the bottom, and I bring it and I meet the tail. And then I just sort of keep going and see where I need it. And then I keep dipping, you know, I dip into here and here and I just tap. Oop. I don't always use the brow stylus. I usually use that to do more feathering and flicking. So then I just keep going in and seeing where I need the product. Some days I do more of an arch, some days I do more straight across. It just is going to depend on what I'm in the mood for that day. So I just start to fill in everything. I'm just not brave enough yet to shave off my eyebrows completely. I would, if I did shave them off, I would definitely leave this part of my brow because it is so full and I do like it. So I just start to fill in where I feel like it's sparse and needs a little bit of something, and then I just re-dip and keep going. When I do need to clean up my brow, I just take one of these types of brushes. I think it's one of the Morphes, I don't know, and then I just take concealer, and then I will show you as when it's time for me to do that. So here I have what I kind of so right now my brow is sort of at an angle where I like it, so I'm just going to go in and kind of just do some more. So right now my brow's at an angle that I like it, so right now I'm just going to go in and start working on the front and wherever I feel like there's still hair missing. And I'll just brush it a little bit, come up top here. But all the while I keep it very lifted and straight. As you can see, if I look straight on, my eyes are, there is a hood here. So I like to try to lift it as much as possible. So when I put on eyeshadow, you still can see it some. Because when I had a more rounded brow, and it came lower, I could obviously wear eyeshadow, but I just prefer it this way. I'm definitely gonna pop in a couple pictures of how I used to do my eyebrows. I still look back at the pictures and love them, but I love this brow a little bit, but I love this brow just a little more. So I'm just gonna go in and work on these, and I'm just gonna keep kind of flicking and doing flicking motions. Now, I don't wait till I do the other brow to clean it up. It kind of is like a, I don't know if it just drives me nuts. So I just put a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand like this. And I go in with the littlest amount because I don't like them to be too perfect. And usually I just go right in here, as you can see, to clean up the brow. So I just usually go right here. I really don't even touch it that much. I kind of just finagle it. Now the worst part is trying to match the two brows because my eyes are so asymmetric. It's hard, and usually I have to put my glasses on, check, because I am so hard, and usually I have to put my glasses on because I do have such a hard time seeing, but I just keep working on it. Now, I know some people might be thinking like, why don't you just get contacts? Well, I don't know. I've worn glasses since I was literally 8 years old, and I'm 33, and I feel like it'd be strange. I've looked into LASIK surgery. I just like glasses on me. They're kind of like a part of me now. So it would be weird not to wear them actually. And then I'm just going to work here on the tail because I like the tail to be very sharp. I feel like this would be good for like more mature women who need you know, who aren't in the books for like a facelift or anything or Botox, if you did more like a lifted brow. I feel like brows just can really transform your face. Like my grandmother is 75 years old and she doesn't have any eyebrows. She's got very light eyebrows. I think it's something with age, I believe. And she has very deep set eyes. So, you know, an eyebrow would definitely, she always asks me, what can I do with my brows? What can I do with my brows? And I said, you know, I'm not like sure. So I, you know, would love to get her eyebrows microbladed for her, something special like that. But maybe in the future when she doesn't have so many medical issues. So there, that's the first one. I'm just going to go in and kind of just do a little more to the front. Kind of just blend it a little bit. Now, naturally, I have quite full eyebrows. Like if I don't shave the eyebrow, they're very, very full. You'll see in some of the pictures. A lot of these pictures, yes, I have a lot of product in them, but I probably could get away with very little, especially with what, you know, everyone's loving right now. Now, as far as gels, it's old. I love the ABH Clear Brow Gel. I think it's like glue, but sometimes if I really need a hold, I'll just spray some hairspray on a spoolie and kind of just brush through them. So now that we have this brow down, as you can see, I love it. I know this brow is not going to be for everyone. I feel like it gives me a much more lifted effect. I love it, especially when I put my eyeshadow. I can definitely get in here with more eyeshadow, but now when I do my eyeshadow, I always start with my lid and build up because I do have such hooded eyes. I do have a lid, you know, you can see I do still have a lid, luckily. I know some people completely lose their lid, so I'm lucky enough to still kind of have a lid, but I definitely have quite hooded eyes. So again, like I said, one more time, I'm just going to tip tap in each and start right here at the bottom. Now this is my problem brow. Everybody has one. This is the one that I never can match up with this one. This one I always enjoy. I love. She's my friend. And this one gives me a hard time. There you go. As you can see, I am just creating that lift by going up instead of around. Any mistakes, I don't worry too much because I'm going to go in, again, like I said, with concealer and give it a quick fix. Now, I'm a little weird. I'll go in, conceal, go back through, conceal. It's just something I do because I can't stand, I can't envision what the brow would look like until I fix it, basically. And wondering, the light that I'm using is amazing. It's from the brand iHome. I got it, well, my husband bought it for me last year for Christmas from Bed Bath & Beyond. It was a little pricey, but it is so worth it. You can connect your phone to it and do Bluetooth, listen to music, podcasts, anything you want. Plus the lighting, as you can tell, it's really good. It really is. It's quite dark in my room. Well, my room is bright, but I don't have any extra lighting. This is literally the light coming off of this big giant mirror. Okay, and now I'm just gonna go in and start working on the front like I did with the other brow. You guys, today is 9/11 and my sister, my very first sister that my mom had after me, is joining the Marines today. She is 22 years old. I have been raising her since she was 15 years old. She's lived with me. I've had guardianship over her. So even though we're only like 10 years apart, which it's strange. My mom had me very young and then she had them a little later in life. They're still like my babies. I was a lot older than most when my sisters were born. So in many ways, she's just so much braver than I ever could even imagine. She's braver than me. I just am so proud of her. But with everything going on, I'm quite scared for her because even though I've tried to prepare her for the world, because that's like what you want to do, you want to make sure your kids are okay once they're out there, I just feel like you never can be prepared enough for things like that. And I know it's more me that's having a hard time with it, but just keep her in your thoughts. She's a special girl for deciding to do this for our country. She's going in as an officer because she did 4 years of college and she graduated with a bachelor's in psychology. So she was able to skip like the recruitment and everything and just go right in as an officer. So as long as she makes it the next 11 weeks, she will go in as an officer and then go for 6 months worth of training, and she will hopefully make a nice living out of it. So just keep her in your thoughts. Mama's having a hard time today with it. So again, I'm just going to go in and kind of mess with these brows, and I'll be back to show you. Okay, so for right now, this is what I have. I'm going to go in. I usually let my brows sit for a while. I don't know why. The very last thing I do after eyeshadow, everything, is brow gel. It's always been in my routine to do the very last thing is brow gel. I'm going to clean these up a little more, put it on the rest of my makeup, and I will be back to talk to you guys. Okay, you guys, so I'm back in the same spot as the beginning. I did my brows. I told you I'd come back and kind of show you. This is what they would look like with my glasses, and then I'm going to take my glasses off for you. Like I said, I can't really see well. I just did a very simple orange eye. It's, you know, early September. It's very chilly today, and I felt very fall with the brown lip and the orangey eye. So as you can see, I don't know if you can tell. Definitely let me know if this brow is not really for me. I would love your opinion. And I definitely will love your opinion about the brows I did previous this. But I feel like, as you can see, I'm going to look at the monitor. It gives me a more lifted and sculpted effect. Here, let me put my glasses on so I can kind of see what I'm doing here. So as you can see, like, I feel like I'm not ready for Botox. Like I said, and my husband and I have talked about it, and he said he would, you know, gift me that for my birthday coming up in December. I'm not sure if I'm quite ready for Botox. I kind of want it, but I'm a little nervous. So I just feel like it just gives me a little more lift. I know they call these like Spock brows or straight across brows. I kind of love them. I'm not sure what other people think, but would definitely love your opinion. I would love you to stick around and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this helped a little bit. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave them down below. If you would like to see anything from me or request something, definitely leave that down below because I love hearing from you guys, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.